So good morning, welcome to day 4 of your daily wellness, and today we're looking at new routines. So thinking about different things that you can put in your day to make your day a little bit better. Obviously yesterday we looked at bits of self-indulgence, we've looked at letting stuff go. It's always good to put a bit of that in every day because you're probably going to be bombarded with acceptance. And also not just with these sort of concepts, but the physical things that go with it. So sometimes maybe you don't want to think about all that stuff. You just want to do something physical for your body. We've got loads of workouts on there. There's last time's wellness videos, this time's wellness videos. There's plenty of stuff for you to do with us online. But also maybe it's time for you to make a routine for yourself to help you get through this random time. So if you've got a paper and notebook, you can write down any thoughts that kind of come to you, excuse the beeping, and anything that you think you might want to put into your routine. So stop whenever you want, take notes, and then start to work with that. So we're going to do a little bit of movement through the body. Some of the things that are good to put in there, if you don't have much time, obviously you can elaborate on that, you can add whole extra videos and stuff. But here's like a little, kind of like a mini pick-me-up. So, to begin, bring your feet together, lift your toes up, spread them out, place them back down. You can spread your fingers at the same time if you want to. I find it hard not to. Take a moment to rock forwards, backwards, side to side. And then find this neutral position. Feel that grounding down into the floor. And then start to lengthen up. Roll the shoulders back and down, standing tall. Bring the hands to the heart. And take a few breaths. Connect with the sensation of the earth underneath you. Feel that firm grounding down. Grounding down. And if anything comes to you that you could enjoy, now you've got a bit more time off, or maybe now you're allowing yourself a little bit more time to do the things for self-care, jot it down. Press the hands together. Lengthen up tall, close your eyes. And breathe deeply. All the way in, every last bit of lungs filled. Every last bit out. Again. When you think the lungs are full and they can't accept any more, take a little bit more. And the same going out. A little bit more. This is great for helping you ground down, settle into the moment. And when we're focusing on standing tall, pressing the hands, breathing deep, not only are we really getting connected in our body here and now, but you're filling yourself with oxygen, waking up mind and body. Good. Interlace the hands. Push forwards. Now as you push forwards, we sometimes end up doing this kind of upper back stretch, but here we want to plug the shoulders in, tuck the chin back, tuck the tailbone under. We're stretching through the hands rather than the shoulder blades. As you inhale, reach it up. Again, keep the tailbone tucked, keep the chin tucked. As you exhale, take it down. Releasing some tension through chest and upper back, also through hands, forearms. One more time. And release it off. Take the hands down by the sides. Notice how your body feels. Maybe part of your new routine is setting a little timer on your phone to do just one move or two moves every hour, every 2 hours, and then to spend a few seconds or breaths noticing how you feel. It's a great way to stop being in your head so much. If you're an overthinker, you know what I'm talking about. Good. And then we do some spinal cord breathing. So we really want to work every single vertebra all the way down the spine. Using the arms to help to open the chest. Bring the elbows back as if you're trying to touch them together. Good. We lengthen the chin forwards. Scoop the tailbone back. As you exhale, everything comes in. Inhale, open. This is a great one to do if you're stuck on time. Or maybe every time you go to the bathroom, you do 5 of these or 10 of these. Particularly if you are still working, or if you're sat on the sofa binge watching, take a little break. One more breath. Again, notice how you feel. If any thoughts come up, keep coming back to this thing of what do I want in my routine? Some things can trigger completely random thoughts. It's good. Good. Bringing your hands to your hips. Step it a little wider. We're going to take a few figure of 8s. So starting nice and gentle, nice and small. Imagine that your feet are inside the 2 loops and you're just trying to draw. You have a pen here coming around and then a pen here coming around, so you draw the figure of 8. And initially, particularly if you feel a bit silly, it'll be quite small. And then we start to make it bigger. You start to engage the upper body, lean into it. And while we do this, lift the corners of your mouth into a smile. They've done a lot of tests that show that if you make the smile, you will feel the smile. A lot of tests making people hold a pen in their mouth, telling them they were in an experiment for something completely different, asking them their emotional states, how they feel. All the people that had held a pen in their mouth felt much happier than the people that hadn't. You'll have to Google the details if you want specific details, because I can never remember it. And it's all because when you hold a pen, you smile. You make your face make a smile. So maybe you set yourself a little timer if you're feeling stressed or negative, and every time the timer goes off, you simply smile and breathe. Change direction on your figure of 8. Lift the corners of the mouth. Good. Stand still. Notice how you feel. Good. Working into the feet. So, I don't think the cameras can see my feet, so I'll describe what we're doing. What you want to do is take the foot a little bit behind and press with the top of the foot into the floor. When you press into the top of the floor, you may get cramp like I just did. Scoop the tailbone under. Maybe even lean back just a tiny bit. And what we're doing there is getting that big stretch all the way down here, all the way down the leg, down the front of the shin, down the top of the foot. If you are here, don't hunch. Open the chest. Imagine being super proud. Again, an empowering pose. And when you've done that, we're going to turn the foot the other way, tuck the toes under, and lift right up onto the tippy toes. Take it down, push your heel down into the floor. Lift the toes up, and then up onto your tippy toes. One more time, take it down, push the heel down, lift the toes up, all the way up onto your tippy toes. And then the same with the other side. Top of the foot on the floor. Scoop the tailbone right under. Open the chest. Proud. Breathe nice and deep. And then we tuck the toes under, place them on the floor, up on top of the tippy toes. And then press it down, heel down into the floor, lift the toes off the floor. Again, all the way up onto the tiptoes. Press it down, lift the toes. One more time, all the way up. Take it down, lift the toes. Good. So, maybe mobility is what you want to add every day. Maybe it's yoga. Maybe it's the workouts that we're giving to you. Maybe it's just simply the breath. Another great thing, which you might remember from season 1, is releasing some tension from your face. And not just making the smile, which can sometimes turn into a grimace if you really are annoyed. Actually releasing some of the tension from the face with a little bit of self-massage. So touching on something which, again, you can look into further to add to your routine. But initially close your eyes, bring your middle fingers together in the middle of the forehead. The thumbs just resting around the cheek or the jaw, and slide the hands apart, literally smoothing out the brow. 2 more times. Slide the fingers apart, stretching the skin across the brow. And you can do this if you put on face cream or in the shower, anytime you want. And then taking whichever finger feels most comfortable, middle of the hairline, press and rotate. Move out a little bit, press and rotate. Try and relax the brow, relax the face while you do this. Moving along. Notice the different sensations. The places that are particularly tender, you can stay there for longer. Again, this is kind of getting connected with how you feel, not just distracting yourself, but connecting with your body, with the tension, and taking some self-care. Good, right in next to the ears. And then we're going to take thumb and first finger, and literally squeeze along the eyebrows, starting in the middle and working your way out. And then taking 2 fingers, we're going to tap starting in the middle, tap all the way around the eye socket. Release it there. And there's loads more self-massage that you can do for your whole body to release tensions. That's another thing you can write down and look into. Other things which I can't really show you, but are really good to do is before you do your yoga practice or whatever you want to do, if you find that your mind wanders a lot, take a moment to think about a topic. Choose yourself a topic to think about, something that's maybe quite positive or something that you're wondering, and then you can make a note and research it afterwards. And then you've spent a bit of time not just binge watching TV, but actually doing something to quell a curiosity, to find a little bit of the magic in life and research it and discover something. It's always good. This is what I try and do before I put on Netflix, because once you're on Netflix, you've had it, that's it. So my routine is to try and stay off of Netflix for as long as I can in the day, and to limit myself to 2 hours at the most in any one session. And in fact, we are writing ourselves like a little TV guide of what we want to watch and what day we're going to watch it on, to try and stop ourselves from just binging. Obviously, reading is great if you're into that, taking a bath. Remember this self-care, self-indulgence, as well as just your hardcore exercises, which are good for your health. Take the moment to look after yourself. And while you're scheduling self-care into your routine, remember to care for the people around you. So maybe scheduling a bit of time every day to really sit down and talk to the person that you live with, ask them how they're feeling, not just like there's some old piece of furniture that's always there. Maybe again choose that topic and discuss that topic with them so that you're having a meaningful conversation. Maybe you're Skyping your friend, or maybe you talk to a different person each day, just send a message, send a picture, whatever it is, take a moment to maybe do something nice for someone else in each day. You don't have to, this is your routine. So yeah, this is your new routine, your isolation routine. Whatever notes you've made now, if you've made any, you can go away and start to write it up into a way that might make sense to you if you're the sort of person that likes to have lists like me. Otherwise, just having an idea in your mind maybe of what this isolation is going to mean for you. Don't let you get lost. Okay, mark out the path that you want to take, one day at a time. So, sorry for the bit of lecture today. It won't be like that tomorrow. Thank you for joining me again for your daily wellness. Namaste, and I will see you again tomorrow.